Yo, what's up everyone? It is your boy, Muki here, back with you with another new series for you guys. And this is something that all of you guys basically have been looking forward to. Well, mostly my viewers who are mostly into my Gundam stories, and some who are still into my RWBY stories as well. Well, anyway, this is Gundam Build RWBY, a Gundam build series mixed in with that of the RWBY series. A little bit of a heads up, guys, I have not watched that of Volume 9, to be honest. And it's not because I have no faith in it. Well, at first I didn't, but after hearing a lot of people say that it's actually pretty good, yeah, I'll think about watching it, mostly because I haven't had the time to watch it. Mostly due to my part-time job, my work as that of a freelance editor, and also working on videos on my main channel as well. I don't get time to watch anime and play as many games as I used to. So yeah, a little bit of an info dump on this series. It's gonna be I'm not giving the girls and anyone from that of the world of RWBY basically mobile suits or Gundams. In a way, it's going to be similar to that of my Gundam Seed, Soldier series, to be honest, but not as detailed or basically influenced by that of another Gundam Fic Act series, like that of Eyes of Seed and Celestial Seed as well. It's going to be a little bit different from those stories, but still similar in some way. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 1, Highs and Lows, Gundam. That simple word. When you hear that word, many people believe it to be that of one of the most iconic mecha series of all time. When people hear the word Gundam, some even think of the plastic model kits known as Gunpla. And when the word Gundam is brought up once again, they bring up the most popular sport in the entire world, Gunpla battles. Gundam has turned from that of a niche mech series from the late 70s to that of one of the most popular genres and series in the entire world. From the animes, light novels, manga, video games, and many more of content has grown basically the entirety of a franchise known as Gundam. And even to this day, it still continues to grow and grow as the series continues going on. Till this very day, actually, currently, people make that of multiple competitions and tournaments based on that of the plastic model kits of Gundam. The Gunpla competitions, such as Gunpla art competitions, creating that of custom-made Gunpla based on your design and your specifications, even making that of Gunpla based off that from other video games and anime and comics as well. And then there's the thing that truly shines the brightest when you bring up the word Gundam, Gunpla battles. Basically, you using your Gunpla model kit to fight against other people using that of their own Gunplas as well. Heck, you can even face against computer-generated, versions of other Gundams and Gunpla kits all across that of the Gundam franchises too. Gunpla battle has become one of the greatest sports, even greater than that of basketball, football, soccer, and many other sports as well. Gunpla battle has grown from that of a anime series that was once trying to be that of a super robot series to that of a realistic robot series. And even that realistic aspect is what continues to draw people to Gundam till this day. But let me bring up who I am. The name is Takashi Takashi Yuki. I am basically your everyday Japanese high school kid that loves Gunpla. Well, I was that, after all. I mean, I loved Gunpla since I was 6 years old when I first watched that of Zeta Gundam, an old school Gundam series that was basically the second Gundam series in the franchise. After that, I was addicted to Gundam and I wanted to know more about it. So I wanted to create my own Gunplas. I mostly did that as street builds. I didn't really stray away from anything else until I turned that of 12 years old when I first went to junior high school, when I created my very first custom Gunpla, a custom-made Zeta Gundam, which I like to call the Wild Zeta Gundam. And it was one of my personal favorites at the time. But I even joined that of a Gunpla club, went on that of multiple tournaments to have fun with my friends, and even my family actually supported me in Gunpla battles too. To be honest, Gunpla basically gave me what I've always wanted, a connection to people who I cared about and trust with all of my heart. And and once I became that of a high schooler, everything changed. I went from a typical Gunpla battler to a world-class Gunpla battler. I was considered to be Japan's Western Bloc's representative for the World Gunpla Battle. It was amazing. My whole team, my whole entire club, from that of junior high, high school, and even my family supported me, facing against the best, facing against the strongest Gunpla battlers all across the world. Sure, I didn't win the tournament because, of course, it was just my first time. This isn't anime after all, but even so, I gave it my all, and I showed what I was capable of. And that's exactly what I did. I realized Gunpla was everything to me and what I wanted to inspire myself to continue moving forward. Even after graduating high school, I thought nothing could change. My relationships into Gunpla would never, ever change. Sadly, I was sorely mistaken. Currently, right now, Takashi is in that of a single apartment room complex. As he wakes up, he's soon open to the eyes of all of the Gunpla that he has built, with then having that of a big smile on his face. But soon that smile went down to that of a frown, within him soon getting up. As he's in his apartment room, besides all of the Gunpla, they're on that of multiple shelves, and also that of under it being that of a painting and / that of assembly station. In front of his window is that of a high quality laptop, and with that of a Gunpla scanner attached to it, with also that of a small flat screen TV, and in the center that of a futon, and on the side is that of a small kitchen set with a sink, fridge, and mostly that's it. As he sits up from his futon, he soon scratches his silver hair, with him yawning pretty loudly, as he soon gets out of the futon, as he's quite, pretty toned for somebody who's only in Gunpla battles and building Gunpla kits. He still keeps himself fit from time to time, after all, when he's not battling or making Gunpla. With Takashi soon heading to one of the sliding doors, it being that of a pretty small bathroom. Only has that of a toilet and a sink. No shower, unfortunately. With him sighing, basically grabbing a handful of water, splashing on his face before then looking at the mirror, within as he internally thinking, you would think that becoming a representative for Gunpla battles would make me quite a commodity. Unfortunately, far from it, to be honest. Even though I reached almost that of the semifinals, I was still not appealing because of my Gunpla style was, as they say, generic. I made that a straight build with then adding that of attachments and and then soon adding certain parts to, and then chipping away certain parts of the Gunpla, and then adding my own parts instead. People say that makes me quite lazy, even though other people in Gunpla battles do that too. Man, it's just that my designs are a lot more, well, simplified. I just don't like to overthink things through. I just like to build Gunplas and even don't like to overthink things when I'm making that of a custom build. Simple as that. But for the sponsors, they want people with that of flash and has that of a gimmick. Unfortunately, that gimmick of mine didn't work out so well. I tried making that of Gunplas based off from other anime in other video games, and even that of comics of America as well, like the Marvel and DC comics. Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well. And all of that, all that hard work went down the damn toilet. So once that happened, most of my friends that I used to grow up with and that of Gunpla battles, and both in middle school and high school, basically just abandoned me. Never bothered calling me, looking after me, asking if I'm doing well. None of that. As when I graduated high school, on the other hand, I didn't plan on going to college, because why would I need to when I was planning on becoming one of the best Gunpla battlers? When my parents heard that, well, and when they found out that my Gunpla career didn't basically launch off like it should have after the World Tournament, they basically kicked me out. They told me I had a month to find my own place and basically leave their house, believing that all the hard work and money that they spent on me to help me with my Gunpla career as a kid was basically worth nothing. They basically wanted me to have that of a successful career and a successful life. But if that successful life was basically not going to build me up to anything, they just abandoned me. And this was just after I graduated high school. This was when I was 18 years old. They kicked me out. Since then, I've been working as that of a convenience store clerk to help pay for my rent and basically everything, and food and all that other stuff. But I did have that of a secondary job, which pays for my Gunpla kits after all, and custom parts too. Is I work as that of a Gunpla building teacher. Even though Gunpla is so popular, anybody can basically start into it. Some people have hard time building certain kits, like that of, rare grades and also that of master grades, which makes sense. Mostly it being that of people from across the sea, from that of the West, mostly that of the United States, Canada, and even those from Mexico, and those of the UK as well, have a hard time making Gunplas. Even though it's one of the most popular sports in the world, there are some people who are still ignorant to the sport. But it's a living, gets me by to help me still can build Gunplas, and even that of online Gunpla battles too, which I do that of, Gunpla battles that also pay for the winners. Unfortunately, for the past couple of months now, I had to basically throw my battles for that of cash. Even though I'm somebody who won that of the World Tournament, who went to the World Gunpla Battle Tournament, I had to throw battles just to pay for my goddamn rent and to continue building Gunpla. And that's what pisses me off the damn most of all things. But whatever. It's not, this is the life that I chosen for myself, and nobody else gave a damn about me, even to this day. What else is there for me if this is how my life is just gonna turn out? With, after that, soon getting on his clothes, getting ready for work, within soon leaving his apartment building, as then somebody on that of the first floor saying, "Hey, Takashi Yuki? Is that you, Takashi?" With then Takashi looks down as he soon sees that of a familiar face from his past, as it being that of a brunette-haired young man with that of long brunette hair, and also wearing that of a custom-made jacket that looks like it was made for those of a official Gunpla team, actually. With then him what also stands out is his hazelnut eyes, with then saying, "Wait, Kyoya Kyorogane? Is that you?" With then saying, I thought so. So this is where you've been living at. Dude, we gotta catch up." Soon, Takashi had that of, well, at least an hour before he had to get ready, had to be at work, believing that he at least had that of 30 minutes to get there at least. As for Kyoya Korigane, he's an old friend from that of high school, but after they graduated, he basically lost contact with them entirely. But heard rumors that he joined that's an official Gunpla team that takes on that's a regional and national tournaments since then. But other than that, he hasn't done much. Within soon, the two head that to a small cafe right next to, well, Takashi's apartment building, with then him drinking coffee while also eating that of a breakfast muffin as well, with Kyoya not just basically just drinking some coffee, then saying, "Dude, I knew it's been a while. I mean, I've been trying to find you for almost that for the past year or so. Where have you been? I went to go see your place, and your parents basically said you went to my parents' place? Then that makes sense. Ever since they kicked me out, they basically haven't bothered basically keeping in check with me. Hell, they even told me not to call them ever again, given that I basically waste their time with all the money that they spent on me for their so-called future." With then Kyoya saying, "Dude, I'm so sorry." Saying, "Save your pity, dude. I don't need it. Honestly, I've been working that 2 damn jobs. Well, 3 if you count my Gunpla battle streak lately." Saying, "Oh right, that was the reason why I called you. One of my teammates saw your Gunpla battle. They saw that you were basically putting one of the people on the ropes. Hell, you actually almost defeated that of a pro that my team and I have been basically having trouble facing against for the past year or so." With Takashi's eyes widening, saying, "Wait, who was I facing against? And when did you find this out?" About 2 years ago, about 2 weeks ago, actually. It was when I found out that the person when I saw your fighting style online, I knew it was definitely you, and that you were basically putting him almost on the ropes. But then it almost looked like you choked up or stopped moving entirely. And then the guy just basically demolished you. The hell happened after that?" With then soon Takashi basically gritting his coffee cup. With soon Kyoya noticed the look on his old school friend. With then soon saying, Oh, dude, you had to take a dive, didn't you?" But then saying, "My life has been utter shit since graduating high school. Gunpla was literally everything when I was a kid. Gunpla battles was literally supposed to be the thing that put me on top. It was supposed to help me continue moving on, continue building that of friendships and rivalries all across the world. And yet, it has done nothing. Gunpla has basically caused nothing but pain for me for the past year or so. You guys abandoned me. Everybody basically stopped giving a shit about me. My parents basically disowned me. And now I live in basically a rundown apartment building, living as that of a goddamn convenience store worker. I also work as that of a freaking tutor to a bunch of fucking foreigners who don't even know shit about Gundam. And I'm forced to basically throw matches on Gunpla battles online just so I can basically pay my goddamn rent as well. What have you seen? My life has basically turned into shit. As soon finishing off his rant, with everybody soon noticing, well, Takashi basically fuming, people not even bothered wanting to know as they didn't want to get involved with. As for Kyoya, he couldn't help but scratch the back of his head within saying, yeah, I thought as much. Out of everybody in the club, we all thought that you were the one that was going to head to the top even further. We all thought that you were going to be the best out of every last one of us, especially since you of all people made it to the World Gunpla tournament. And yet, look what happened. And now, I don't even know what to say. Hell, I only joined that of Team Desperado soon later, just about, well, until after I graduated high school. They said that I had potential and they wanted to build off that. But to be honest, I think the only reason that they, got me to join is because of my parents' finances, to be honest. In connection to that of, the Gunpla Battle Association and also my connection to Bandai as well. So I think that's the reason why they wanted me to join. Hell, I'm not even that good at Gunpla battles, but they still keep me on the team. With then saying figures as much. You always did have those connections, especially because of your parents. As for me, I had to work my ass off to prove how strong I am as a battler, and yet I don't even know what the hell I'm even doing with my life anymore, since nobody even gives a shit about me. Saying, that's the thing, I give a shit about you. Saying, oh really? You tell me, if you actually did give a shit about me, why the hell are you here now instead of a year ago when I needed you, Sukuna, and even that stupid bitch Naomi? Where the hell were you guys at when I needed you the most? With then soon Kyoya looking down saying, sorry dude. Saying, I don't need your goddamn sorry or pity. Just tell me what the hell you want and just leave me the fuck alone. With then Kyoya basically brightening up saying, actually, the thing I need you for is for a huge project that me and my team were basically called on. With then saying, what? What is it? With then saying, tomorrow. When's your next day off? With saying, tomorrow actually. All right, here. With then soon writing something down on his phone. With then saying, is your phone number still the same? Saying, it hasn't changed one damn bit. With then saying, oh right, okay, here. With then soon transferring the location, saying, come to this place tomorrow, around that of 12. If you can arrive then, we'll show you what we're working on, what we've been hired to be worked on. With then after that, soon, Takashi was shocked and surprised, saying, I'll catch you later, dude. And hopefully things will change after tomorrow for you, man. With that, the long-haired brunette couldn't help but leave. With then soon, Takashi looking at the address saying, the new Gunpla research facility. With then, the next day, Takashi soon arrived at the Gunpla battle facility. With then, as he's dressed up in that of casual clothes, that of a sleeveless black jacket, a red scarf, a white t-shirt with that of the Zeta Gundam plastered onto it, with even its logo on it as well, and that's a black pants as well, with sneakers as too. with then walking through the facility, within soon a receptionist saying, "Hello there, can I ask on why are you here for, sir?" With then saying, "Kyoya Kuragane called me in to be here." With then the receptionist, yes, Mr. Kuragane and his team are already here. You must be the last person that they asked to come. Please, go through the elevator, head to that of the 5th floor, and you'll be right. And I'm sure that everybody else will already be there. Oh, and did you make sure to bring your Gunpla? With then saying, I brought at least a couple of the prototype Gunpla I've been customizing to work on actually. With then soon saying, "Excellent. That was exactly what we've been needing. Please walk through." After saying that, soon Takashi heads through the lobby, looking around, seeing that of multiple screens with that of Gunpla battles, Gunpla being shown, and also that of an elderly man with that of grayish hair, glasses, and wearing that of a suit, and that of a black suit. As this elderly man is named Motobe Amagi, the CEO of the ferry facility that Takashi is in, with Takashi raising an eyebrow, wondering on who this guy is. With then soon taking the elevator, getting on the floor, with then soon somebody saying, "Please, hold the door open." With then it being that of a certain young lady, as she has the same custom jacket that Kyoya had, as she has that of, blonde hair, silver eyes, and has quite the bust size, to be honest. With then soon Takashi noticed her, with then soon saying, "Wait, I know you." With then she's saying, "Oh, you do? I'm guessing you're a fan." Saying, "Well, not really a fan, but I do know your battle style. We fought during the national tournament during my second year in high school. You're Hoshino, Nanami Hoshino, right?" With then the girl saying, "Oh my god, I do remember you, Takashi Yuki. Oh man, the last time I fought you, you kicked my ass pretty thoroughly." Saying, I wouldn't say thoroughly, saying, "I didn't even get a chance to even damage your Gunpla." With then saying, "Well, I guess I did damage you." With then soon Takashi saying, "So, you're on the same team with that of Kyoya." Saying, "Oh, right, yeah, actually. I'm more surprised that you weren't part of this team or any other team after the World Gunpla tournament. It almost seems like you just fell off the face of the earth." Saying, "More like the Gunpla community didn't think my style of battle and Gunplas aren't really that good, to be honest. Seriously, people criticize my building skills and basically battle skills so much that nobody even bothered sponsoring me or even giving me a chance to join that of official teams after all. Because of that, I was basically bullied into obscurity in a way." With then hearing this, the girl known as Hoshino can help say, "Oh man, that sucks. I mean, personally, I would have taken you a part of this team anytime soon. But hey, at least you'll probably get a chance today." With then soon Takashi raising an eyebrow saying, "The hell you mean?" With it soon they finally arrive to the 5th floor, as it being one giant ass white room with then multiple monitors and a couple of Gunpla battle pods, as each pod allows a person to place any form of Gunplas, with even that of a custom Gunpla battleship as well, and mobile armors too. With then soon seeing that of Kyo and his teammates, and even that of other select people as well. With Kyo saying, "Hey, Takashi! Oh, Nina, you're here too. Good." With then saying, "Yeah, I woke up a bit late, so I rushed all my way here." With then soon a guy saying, "You never change, don't you, Nina?" With then Takashi scoffing at their interactions. But then soon seeing a bunch of people who aren't wearing the same jackets as Kyo and Hoshino, within saying, so, you guys not part of the team either? With then soon a guy that looks like that, an American, with that of blonde hair, but slicked back but his hair all the way slicked back, wearing that of a suit jacket and also that of dress shoes as well, while also wearing that of plain blue jeans too, but then saying, yep, we are. And you must be, and who are, with the saying, Takashi Yuki, with then one and say, whoa, you're Takashi Yuki? The kid that was able to make it to the World Gunpla tournament, and then after he lost in the semifinals, he basically fell off the face of the earth? That Takashi Yuki? With then soon saying, you know me? Saying, well, I know you a bit. I was also in the World Gunpla tournament too, but I lost in the first round actually. But I was able to stay, and dude, your battle skills are so amazing. What the hell happened to you? I figured that you would join possibly an official team here in Japan or possibly even somewhere else across the world. Given your skills as a battler, especially being 17, with then soon Takashi clenched his fist saying, it's complicated, that's all. With then soon somebody clearing his throat is saying, now that as this person having that of a lab coat, wearing that of a dress shirt, a bit of slack, a bit of khakis, and also just wearing that of tennis shoes, as he has that of a pretty shaved head, actually, not completely bald, more of a buzz cut, to be honest, is then saying, thank you for the four of you to come today. This is an tremendous opportunity for Gunpla Battle and the Gunpla industry as a whole. I'm glad that all of you have come to test the newest invention in Gunpla Battle history. With then hearing this, soon one of the female occupants can up and say, sir, can I ask why are we even here? And what is this supposed to change Gunpla Battle history for? With then the man couldn't help but giggle, saying, haha, well, miss, I'm glad you asked. You see, Gunpla Battles even though Gunpla Battles is still one of the most important sports, especially esports in the entire world, it's still not, there are still some things that haven't been able to advance even further than it should have. To be honest, Gundam has always been a series that's always kept to itself. Heck, even when it branches out to other series such as the Super Robot World series, it's only that here in Japan and only that of South America and that's of South Asian countries. No one outside, only a select few outside of our side of the world know about the series. So I've decided, starting today, we are going to branch. The Gundam series will branch out in these four series, thanks to the companies allowing us to borrow their IPs for this test, and that's of Bandai Namco and the Gunpla Battle Association allowing us to acquire these series for this test as well. With then soon on the four massive screens in front of the Gunpla Battle pods, as on the far left being that of Code Geass, on the middle left being that of Majestic Princes, in the center right the Halo franchise, and on the far right showing that of the RWBY series. With then everybody is quite confused, with then soon the American guy saying, can you explain why you had permission for these IPs? With then soon the scientist saying, I'm glad you asked. Here at the new Gunpla Battle Research Facility, we basically discovered ways to improve Gunpla battles instead of just always being in the same old location on where to take place in battles, being that of either a destroyed colony, a colony on Earth, on a snowy terrain, many other things. We decided to change things up a bit. What would happen if you battled in, I don't know, possibly Neo Tokyo, Area 11 Tokyo in that of Code Geass world? Or possibly facing against that, or maybe fighting in space on one of the alien planets and that's of Majestic Princess. Or possibly even facing against an opponent on that of the Halo Rings. And last but not least, fighting against an opponent in possibly that of the Kingdom of Vale in the RWBY world. These are all basically testing IPs. You won't be facing against that of mobile suits, unfortunately, or computer-generated Gunpla. Instead, you'll be facing against only facing against the very residents of the beings of those worlds. With then hearing this, the guy from before that Takashi met couldn't help but say, "Wait, seriously? So Gundam is basically branching out to just other series besides its own this time." With then soon scientists saying, "Exactly. That's exactly what this whole entire project is doing. For Gundam to branch out more from that of the robot series that it's known to be crossovers with, and crossovering it with other series that don't have that much mechas in it, or crossing over with other mecha series that are pretty niche themselves as well, such as that of Code Geass and the Majestic Prince franchise, and also certain series that have only a bit of mechs but not that much of them, such as Halo and RWBY." With then hearing that, all 4 test pilots can help but be excited. With then soon Takashi saying, "All right then, I get it, but what's in it for us? What do we get out of it by doing this little project for you?" With then soon the guy with that of long black hair, as he has that of a smug bland face, with also wearing the same team jacket as the others, with then saying, "You'll get a position as that of a team member here on the new Gunpla Battle Research Facility. This facility has a team of its own that goes in that of battles across Japan and possibly even that of the world from time to time. The reason we're doing this test and we're testing all of you is because we need a new team member. One of our own team members, unfortunately, can no longer battle. So we're asking you all to be the ones to help be that of replacements. The reason we want to test you all out instead of that of a tryouts is because many of us believe that the 4 of you have potential. Especially each one of you were basically recruited by one of us specifically to help in this endeavor. If any of you can pass this test, no negative repercussions, no complaining, no bad experience whatsoever, then you join the team. However, if you do bring up that of something negative, make sure that it's criticized in a better way instead of just outright complaining. Is that understood?" With them hearing that, soon all 4 of them, even Takashi, saying yes. Within soon, the long-haired guy saying, "Good. Now then, go to the pods and place your Gunplas in there. You can put as many Gunplas or even that of a battleship in there if you want. There's plenty of room after all." With then soon hearing this, all 4 of them bring out their Gunplas. The guy with that of the muscular guy from before brings out that of a custom-made Dom with that of the backpack of the Psycho Zaku. As for the American, he has that of a custom-made wing Gundam. With instead of having the Buster rifle, it has that of twin beam pistols instead. for one of the other participants as being a young lady, with her having that of a custom Dynamo Gundam, but instead, the backpack is a custom-made GN drive with its own personal shields, and also having having the four arms of the Gusion Gundam as well, and even has that of she has that of a custom-made battleship, being that of the Ptolemaios from Gundam 00. As for Takashi, he brings out that of four custom-made Gunplas that he was working on for the time being, believing that this little test to be the best way to test them out in battle. That being the Gundams based off the main four girls of RWBY, believing that the cockpit heading to the RWBY world would be the best one for him. Heading to the pod, he soon steps in with all of his Gunpla in tow. As soon as he sits right down, soon that's 5 scanning pads soon land down, with then saying, please set Gunpla on the launching sequence, with then soon placing all 4 of his Gunpla. On the first one, he puts down that of the Red Reaper Gundam. Second, the Ice King Gundam. The third, the Shadow Beauty Gundam. And the last one being the Sunny Dragon Gundam. With then soon the hatch door to the cockpit soon closes automatically. With then soon it's saying place GP base in the center. With then soon doing so, the GP base, he places his GP base in the center within the control. As soon the control spheres for his Gunpla soon appears on the screen, within soon showing that of 3 monitors, and the center monitor saying choose your Gunpla, with then showing all 4 of his Gunpla, but then thinking, why not start off with the first one after all, with the girl who's supposed to be the main protagonist of RWBY after all, with then soon choosing his Red Reaper Gundam, with then it does that of a spin of its scythe, before then switching to its sniper rifle, within soon on the screen saying you will be launched into that of the beginning of Volume 1, where you'll be launched into that of the Emerald Forest, where the entrance exam begins, and you'll be faced against that of multiple Grimm. However, these Grimm will not be that of regular Grimm. You'll be faced against Gigantification Grimm, that's almost the size of a building. With then thinking, seriously? Kinda makes sense after all. Grimm mostly are the size of humans, and there are only a few Grimm that reach the size of that of giants, such as that of a Nevermore, Leviathan, and even that of a Deathstalker and, Ursa Major. So, and then there's that giant ass whale Grimm from that of Volume 8. So yeah. Oh, whatever. Let's just have a little bit more fun. If Grimm are going to be jumbo size like that of Kaiju, let's have a little bit more fun. Within soon, the cockpit begins to turn more and more into that of digital, within looking like that of a launch bay, with Takashi saying, just like that of Gunpla Duels after all. Well, whatever. Let's get into this. With soon, the Red Reaper Gundam's eyes begin to glow green, with then soon saying, this is Takashi Yuki, Red Reaper Gundam, ready to burst! With then after saying that, soon be sent flying out of the launch bays, before then soon flying through the air. However, the thrusters soon have that, instead of being that of the typical blue thrust. It being that of the thrusters almost look like that of rose petals, actually. As Takashi begins to spin around, doing that of an aileron roll, before then bringing out his sniper rifle, with it saying, "Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It feels like I'm back in what I used to be. Online battles are fun and all, but you don't get the feeling of you actually battling in that of a cockpit, unlike that of the official GP duels. Now, let's go find those Grim." With then soon continue flying through the Emerald Forest and to find that's the Grim that he's supposed to send off to destroy. Outside of the cockpits, each and every one of the test subjects began to continue battling. So, with then Kyoya saying, "Looks like they're all doing well." Same thing goes for Takashi. Looks like he's, going back to the way he used to be, having a lot more fun battling in Gunpla. With then Hoshino saying, "About that Kyoya, why did you bring him of all people? He's a good battler and one of the best, but there is the reasons why people don't like to, bring him up into that of battle. Don't like to bring him up into the community." With then the guy with that of long black hair saying, and that reason being is because he's too good. With then Kyoya saying, I know. Takashi Yuki, considered to be one of the best of Gunpla battles, said to even if he got the chance, he would have been able to face against the Meijin. Give him at least a couple more years in the world, and that's of World Gunpla battles. He would have most likely became champion in during his second year. I think that was the reason on why a lot of companies out in the Gunpla community did not want to sponsor him. He's basically considered to be too perfect, and honestly, guys like him are bad for business when their popularity would cause more problems than it would give them. Give companies like me and my parents. It was really a shame to basically abandon the guy, but I had no choice. If I wanted to keep my career as that of a Gunpla battler and as somebody in that of the Gunpla business community, I had to. But this is a good way to bring him back into it, slowly. He won't be the face of the team, but he will be at least that of one of the best members, possibly our ace. With then soon the black-haired guy saying, "Excuse you?" With then saying, "Well, you're still our team's ace. Don't take it too harshly, Matsui." With then the guy known as Matsui saying, "Whatever." With then soon saying, "Dr. Genso, how are everything going?" With then looking through the reading saying, Perfect. Everything's going so well. They're working out, they're doing the operations and settings perfectly. I'll give them at least an hour, and then we'll drop them out as soon as we can." With then soon he couldn't help Matsui saying, "Good. Well, if that's going to be the case, I'm going to head to that of the training room." With then Hoshino saying, "Ooh, let me come along too." With then Kyoya looking at the screens, with then soon looking back at his team saying, "Wait up for me, guys. I don't really think I'm needed here for any longer than I was for." With that, all three of them head to the elevator and soon leave the testing floor. As for the doctor, Genko, he couldn't help but say, "This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to get all the data." Just as before, this would be the next generation of the Gunpla series. Stories to be told, anime, games, so much would be told about this aspect. Heck, I could possibly even get my own build series based off of this. This is going to be everything I've always wanted for my life. With then soon, he began seeing that of, that's of warning signs all across his screens, with then saying, "What? What's going on?" With then looking at many of the other battle arenas, saying, "Oh no, 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 not now, we can't have any problems with this system now." With then gritting his teeth in annoyance, as then he's slamming his fist down on a certain button, with then saying, "Ejecting all systems now." With then soon opening as all of the battle pods soon open, within the American guy can up and say, What's going on? I was just in the middle of facing Sahaku and his Lancelot's nightmare frame." With then the other one saying, "Huh? Seriously? What just happened? Did we do something wrong?" With then the girl couldn't help but say, "Sir, what are we?" With, however, the only one that hasn't opened up is that of Takashi's pod. Within saying, Mr. Yuki! Mr. Yuki!" As soon going to the pod, basically tapping on it over and over again, before then using that of the override code. With, however, the override code's not working. Before then, sparks begin to happening around that of the Gunpla pod. With then everybody begin to get freaked out and scared on what's going on. With then soon he couldn't help as everybody gets away. With then soon the pod's doors begin to open. However, instead of being inside of that of Takashi, inside is basically no one, not even his Gunpla or even his GP base as well. As it almost looked like Takashi Yuki completely disappeared. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. And don't expect the next chapter coming out pretty damn soon after all. To be honest, this was just a test chapter to see if you guys would have any interest into it, to be honest. I'm still going to continue doing it because, again, this is a Gundam series I want to work on. And I want to show off not just that of the Red Ruby, but all the other Gunplas as well. Since, again, Gundam Breakers Mobile is shutting down. And once this month is over, it's going to be completely gone from that of the App Store forever. And I'm going to have to rely on that of 2 old-ass games for that of new Gundam parts for new stories I want to make after all. So yeah. Any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my videos on upload on the channel. Also check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. Also check out my Cash App as well, possibly in the link in the description below. Check out that of $Leon Mookie. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie signing out. Later guys, and hope you all take care.